G'day and welcome to the box seat once more. I'm Pete Anthonus. It's good to be here to take you through what looks a very interesting card for this Saturday. A few feature races at Ascot Racecourse. The weather is sunny and 27 degrees, so it looks perfect for racing. The track should be a good 4 and the rail is in the true position. The first race on the card jumps at 12.50. It's the Big Mac Handicap over 1,000 metres. And our horse in focus is Excise Free. It hasn't been seen in a little over a month, so let's have a look at a recent trial from Bunbury.
Back to No Ordinary Girl. Excise Free doing it pretty comfortably for Chris Parnham, not under too much pressure. 2 lengths on Asian Pearl back to the inside. Under a bit of pressure, Memoirs of Paris, and last and being pretty quietly ridden is No Ordinary Girl. But this is pretty comfortable for Excise Free upon its return. It's going to end by the best part of 3 to 4 lengths. Asian Pearl pushed out. Memoirs of Paris third, and fourth and last of the group is No.
Excise Free has shown immense talent over the shorter trips, especially over the 1,000 metres. It's run some really nice races at Pinjarra so far in its career and at Bunbury as well, its home track. Makes the jump up towards Ascot, and it has shown good form here previously. It seems to map particularly well in this event. There looks a little bit of speed up front, so Kate Whitten should be able to just guide this galloper just behind the initial pace and use its immense turn of foot late to get over the top of this field. Second pick is the 6 City Circle, which seems to be improving with every start. Last start out over the 1,200 metres, it ran a really nice last 400 and last 200. So there's a small query coming back to the 1,000 metres, but it has shown a really nice turn of foot as well. Third pick is the 3 Pink and Grey, who's been doing some good work at the provincial tracks. Last start seen at Mount Barker. It should be there on speed and seems to relish just racing in a little bit more freedom up front. And then fourth pick is the 9, the Witch Doctor, who's been running in some really strong races over the sprint trip. And again, just from gate 1, looks to get into a nice little position here. It's a pretty even race outside of the top pick, but for me, I think it should be pretty hard to beat. The 1 Excise Free from 6 City Circle, the 3 Pink and Grey, and 9 the Witch Doctor. Race 2 at Ascot jumps at 1:34. It's the Tab Touch Better Your Bet Handicap over 1,200 metres. And our horse in focus hasn't been seen so far this year, but it has a recent trial over the 950 metres at Lark Hill. That horse is Supreme Force.
And the leader is Detango. Detango leads by 1. Starting to come through nicely is Lennon Song. On the outside under pressure, Supreme Force. And joining in is Bel My Pago. Supreme Force ridden up, has raced up and taken the lead. Bel My Pago giving chase strongly though, finishing better. Bel My Pago raced up to Supreme Force. Fighting on is Detango.
Supreme Force has shown some really nice work so far in its career. It tends to race on speed, but from gate 12 it does have options. If it begins well, Joey Azzopardi could certainly fire the horse across, but I anticipate they might try and take a sit with this galloper, but there does look a lot of speed in this race. It may be going off 1 run too soon, but I think we'll get a nice each-way price about this galloper, and certainly the trial, it was restrained early and really was just a let to go around and ran on really strong in that event. It goes on top for me from the 15 Requisition, who's another horse that had no luck at all last start. It was huge over its last 600 and last 400. There's no other way to put it, but it was restrained early. It maps to get into a more prominent position in this event. Third pick is the 8 Double Bubble, who has returned to racing with a personal best over the 1100 at Ascot. It was a really impressive performance and it does map to go straight to the front. And then fourth pick is the 6 Plutocracy, who really wasn't suited at all last start. It settled just behind the leaders and they slowed the race right down. It was the worst affected when you have a look at the times on the breakdown, so I'll give it one more chance, the ex-Victorian. The 7 on top for me, Supreme Force from 15 Requisition, the 8 Double Bubble and the 6 Plutocracy. Race 3 at Ascot jumps at 2:14. It's the Jockey Celebration Day Handicap over 1,500 metres. And our horse in focus has run second in its 2 starts back in this preparation, and that horse is Midnight Sky, last seen at Ascot.
Picasso Bay, and for that a word. Into the straight though, Fair Scenari comes away from 3 Secrets. Serious Prospect at the moment holds third. Midnight Sky's trying to run on. Fair Scenari leading 3 Secrets though, with McGruddy is digging in. Fair Scenari holding 3 Secrets. Midnight Sky, 3 Secrets continues to come. Midnight Sky continues to finish. Oh.
Chris Parnham maintains the ride on Midnight Sky with Willie Pike being suspended for this weekend, and it does map to get the drop on this field. The mid to wide barrier looks very suitable, and it's run two really nice races on its return so far in good ratings as well. Last start was a little bit of a slowly run race, but it found the line really well with a nice last 400 metres. Second pick is a 9 in this event, and that's Three Secrets. We've seen this horse plenty of times here on the box seat, and once again it seems to map particularly well, as it did last start, where it settled in the breeze, but it's been supported on each of its last 3 or 4 starts, and I expect that to be the case once more. Third pick is the 1 Lord Ludlow, who got a Jason Brown special last start where it went straight to the front and led the whole way, and really I expect it might be very much the same again here. It'll either lead or settle just outside the leader if something wants to take it on. And then the fourth pick is the 13 Classic Pro, who will be back in the field. First run back was really good. Last start didn't get any clear galloping room for the most part, so will need a bit of momentum. The 2 on top for me, Midnight Sky from 9, which is Three Secrets, 1 Lord Ludlow and 13 Classic Pro. Race 4 at Ascot jumps at 2:49. It's the Warmel Civil Assist Perth Stakes. It's the first of our feature races on the card for the 2-year-old Colts and Geldings over 1,100 metres. And our horse in focus is the first start winner, Divide the Sea.
Up, it had kicked a length and a half, Divide the Sea. Nobel Time behind those. Will Chino searching for the run. Down the outside is Pure Dynamite. At the 200 though, Divide the Sea grabbed the lead. Pure Dynamite looming as the danger. It's Divide the Sea nearing the 100 from him. Pure Dynamite. Warfish is battling away, but Divide the Sea, the newcomer, much too good. Divide the Sea beats Pure Dynamite. Good go third.
Divide the Sea was coming out of a trial where it went toe-to-toe with Specialism and managed to get the better edge over the impressive filly, and then turned out first start and defeated Pure Dynamite in what was a really impressive race. It was a strongly run race, one of the stronger races we've seen for the 2-year-old Brigade, and really the horse was dominant late. I expect from gate 7, Shooter McGruddy really has all options available to him. If it begins well, it can settle in the breeze. If it doesn't, he can probably find cover quite happily. But the horse itself does look to have a bit of X factor about it. Second pick is the 1 Jericho Missile. I expect this horse to start favourite. It's done nothing wrong in its 2 starts, including the Magic Millions victory for the 2-year-olds, where it came from midfield and really zapped them late, and gathering up Nicovi, who's come on to do better things since. Third pick is the 6 Warfish, who I thought was really brave in the breeze last start and in its first start. It's coming from that same race as Divide the Sea, but they ran along at really strong early sectionals. And then fourth pick is the 2 Beethoven, who so far in its 3 starts has shown lots of tactical versatility. It can go forwards, it can settle midfield, and I think it does look suited by gate 5 on this occasion. So for me, the 4 on top, Divide the Sea, from 1 Jericho Missile, 6 Warfish and 2 Beethoven.